or to know what to look for. If you observe here, I'm looking just from looking at it visually, I can tell, okay, I don't see anything moving. So it should be fine. And I know that it's cold, so snakes are cold-blooded. They want to stay warm, so I'm assuming that no snakes are here because this is a cold. This is a cold climate, and the season is cold. Now for spiders, the same deal. However, sometimes spiders in the morning they like to create webs, interlocking in between different things, and catch insects. Spiders are good. They keep pests away. They actually kill them. So spiders are good. If they're in your home, I understand you want to kill them. Okay, everybody's different. That's fine. But out here, they're actually good. So we don't have any inner webs or anything like that. So no spiders. We don't have to look out, worry about it. So I'm good on all three of those ones. Now we do see a spider here, and this is the grandfather spider. For those who are like sensitive to acrophobia or anything like that, I'm not going to pick it up. But that's a grandfather spider. I call it, or we call it here in the South. That's not going to bite you or anything. They're actually pretty. They're harmless. But you look here, deep in this soil, and this is what I use. This is all black soil here, all black. And this is natural. This is under the shade of the pine trees, and this is these are branches and things that have just deteriorated over time, and that shade from the pine trees causes it not to the moisture not to evaporate, and for everything to break down at a really nice rate and give this nutrients under all of this. And I mean, look, that's just one example of this small little area. This is look how long that is. Look at how long this is. So this is all just fertilizer for free, sitting outside. And I mean, look.
You say free?
Free.
He said free, didn't he?
Free. So, I mean, that if you take care
free
of
self-made fertilizer, guys, right down there.
if you take care of the plants when they're young, like they'll take care of you for the rest of their life. You just take care of them when they're little, and they'll be disease resistant, pest resistant, whatever your home or your area of land or the problems it might have. The trees will overcome it. Oh, this plastic.
So actually, that soil that he was showing us that, is free for you to use on your land, as you can tell, that's exactly the type of soil that he actually created on the other side of the property.
Right.
So you can literally do what Mother Nature is doing, showing you to do actually, and create a really nice topsoil for your whatever it is that you're trying to grow.
And this is a good example of what I was talking about.
Oh, whoa.
See? That's a good example of what I was talking about. Nothing wrong with the spider. When you look at that spider, just think about Charlotte's Web. It created it's a beautiful web.
Yeah, I don't know if they can see it through this lens.
Yeah, but if you look, I mean, you can see like a little tiny, you'll see the indentation of it. But in any case, what I like about this spider's web is that it's researched that if this spider's web was real, it could hold back a airplane that's going to crash. That's how strong it is. So I mean, look here, I can touch it, and it's literally sticking to my hand. You can't see that, but look, it's literally sticking to my hand. Is how strong this is, and I have to pull with a lot of force to just get that web out of my hand. And look, it hasn't even harmed the web. The web is still there, intact. Strong stuff, man. And natural. And we're still researching, trying to figure out how to create that. At this time, most likely in the future, that might be cracked. But in any case, this is a plant here. I don't know what these plants are, some of them, and I just like to watch them grow because I can learn from them too. Oh, I didn't show you that. I don't know what kind of plant this is, but I use the same. This is like an experiment.
Almost like a strawberry. It's not a strawberry plant?
I don't know. It might be.
Looks like a strawberry.
Okay. But I did the same thing. This is tree bark. I put the tree bark on top of this dirt. And this dirt wasn't dirt. This dirt was actually pine cones and broken up sticks and a little bit of dirt. And over time, it just broke down. And I can put my hand through this. Look, that's root. That's the root from this. That's a real root. This tree's root has, like, it has literally 1,000 roots in there. This is marigolds here. Oh, and you look. Marigolds here, and what's that? Collard greens there. This is more collard greens and marigold here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 collard greens and marigolds. This is, yeah, no, actually I can clip this one off because you see how this is drooping a little bit.
Right.
And it's low.
Mm-hmm.
So before that nutrients comes out of the plant, it's gonna hit this one. It's gonna try to take care of this one. I don't want it to do that. I want to take it off. And so that way, it's no longer sending any nutrients to this. It's sending it straight here to these. Now, if I try to do this too much over time, this young, I can damage this plant. So I don't want to do it that much. I just want to do it to where, okay, if these were dead, these two were dead, I'll leave it alone. If this one was dead, I'll clip it off. If it was left to these three and one of them was dead, I'll leave it alone until it gets bigger. And then I would do it. When the plants are this young, they're very, very sensitive. So you don't want to do the wrong stuff. But yeah, that's it. Pretty much. I mean, yeah, well, I have a little project down there I can show you. I mean, all of this area, I mean, all of it has a different a way you can use it. To over there in the fields, to over here. And this is the fields of the actual activity area. This is the incubation place under here. And you'll probably ask, well, why do I say that? Well, stop. And look at each one of these trees. Look at the base of these trees. There's straw missing. There's nutrients missing. And that's all the stuff that I've taken from this tree and put over there. Now, over time, if you notice, there are pine needles all over the ground, which means that this tree, all these pine needles are going to shed and come right down here. And this is going to be filled up again next year. And I can take it again. And I mean, if you don't believe me, just watch this. This is hard, right? But look, at the base, there's still some nutrients left.
Yep.
There's still some left.
Yep, Mother's Nature way of replenishing itself.
So, I mean, you see how many trees there are in here. So that's all the fertilizer that we have to work with. All this is fertilizer, and I study, look at it, and I look at what's going on. This tree right here, this creates the richest wood I have ever seen in my life. But I mean, I haven't been at many places with different woods, but this wood here is super duper rich. I wish I had one to show you, but the wood on this, these plants is like meat, like dirt meat on steroids. I'm not gonna walk in here too deep, but I'm gonna glance and just see if I can find, like here.
They can barely hear you.
I'm sorry, but what I was saying was I was going to glance and see what I could find without entering the woods. For some people, they don't like to go into these parts if you're not familiar with it, which is understandable. So I can stand on the perimeter and I can look around and try to find the wood and see what I'm looking for. And if it looks too thick or it's not safe, then we don't go in there. But if it looks okay and it's clear, like this area, that's fine. So this is what I was looking for. If you look at the inner part of this tree, this branch, you see how condensed this wood is. And I know that's hard to see if it's not decayed, but I can tell from just looking at this that this wood is super duper rich. Now, I'm gonna try to find one that is